this today's tutorial, we are going to learn about two major things. One is how are we going to transfer material at different floors using AGVs, and what is that we are going to use in order to transfer the material to different floors, and that is going to be an elevator. Okay, and this is what we are going to learn in today's tutorial, so stay tuned till the end of this video.
If you're looking for Flexsim Simulation support, or looking for training courses related to simulation, or if you're looking for digital twin solutions, or you're looking for engineering automation, you're on a right page. Visit Leansimcorp.com and be a member now to get access and support in all these domains.
Hello guys, welcome to another grand interesting video on your Leansimcorp channel. So if you could have a look at this, if we are having almost 4 AGVs which are transferring material from the staging area to all of these 3 different floors. So if I show you, this is floor 1, the next is floor 2, and the third is floor 3. Okay, and accordingly AGVs would be transferred from the elevator supplying the materials out there. So we have already created a model till this area. If I have to show by highlighting, right? So this area we have already completed in our last tutorials, and in this tutorial we are going to understand about the way ahead of this. So the first thing which we are going to do here is that we already had this loading dock created. So you're supposed to create this AGV paths out here. Then you're supposed to create a two-way AGV path for these 3 paths, and then you're going to make this circular motion which goes in a clockwise direction, because that is how this is going to work. And then similarly for all other floors AGV routes, what you're going to do is you are going to make that clockwise direction routes. Then you are basically supposed to make the queues and the sinks as I have showed here. You need to clear and put it out here. So here we have floor waste, dirty laundry. We have here supplies, okay, laundry. Then we have floor 3 supplies and laundry, and then we have floor 4 supplies and laundry. This these things once you have done, you are supposed to create look for next task path which you already created here in the small area. You are supposed to create it from this control point to all these different control points. So if you see, it comes here this way, it forms a circle, goes back. It comes here, if you have a look at this, it comes here, and then it forms a circle out there. If you see here also. So from the elevator, if you see, we have these things connected to these control points. So you have another connections from the elevator. If you could see all these oranges and blues, these connections you need to make by a connection, okay, to the control points. Once you have made all these connections, the major thing now you're going to do is you're going to create different types of flow items. Okay, so we have created 3 different types of flow items. One is med supplies. You can see these are the details. Then we have clean laundry, then we have dry laundry, and then we have waste. So these are 4 flow items which we have created out here. And when you see, when I reset and run, it is going to get created. Now we have 2 process flows been created. This is our old process flow itself. You can also take a look at that in our last video. The only thing which has been changed here is we made here 2 arrivals, and we have made 10 quantities here, and the time is 1800, and we are basically repeating that every 1800. Here if you see, we have created an object, and in the object we have supplied it as med supplies. Okay, and we are putting this at the unloading dock. You can see these green colors and white colors been created here. Here one more thing which we have done, the new one, is we have labeled the part with load type 1. Okay, similarly you need to create another process flow, and that is basically going to be for clean laundries. Similar, everything is similar here, just you need to put a load type of 2. The reason why we are doing this load type 1 and 2 is we have created here 2 types of things. If you see, supplies are load type 1, laundries are load type 2. So what I have to do is I have to transfer load type 1 to floor 2 supply, 3 supply, 4 supplies, and similarly if you see, the load type 2 should go to these 3 sinks which are at different floors. Okay, now what will happen is the first thing, the parts will be created, and if you could see, they will be coming out to here. The moment it comes out here, based on the AGV work list which we created, the AGVs are going to get the task assigned, and then they are going to transfer. Now the question arises, how these AGVs are transferring the parts to this area rather than they are not going to the loading dock area. So there is a big catch, and this is where the complete logic works. Before we go to that, okay,